Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking some brand new stuff that's come out about Sonic Frontiers in an article with some words spoke from Takashi Iizuka himself. So before we begin, I want to make sure if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel so you will not miss any interesting stuff that comes out about Sonic. We cover all things Sonic here on this channel, so if you don't want to miss anything, you're probably going to want to subscribe to the channel. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the article. The article first opens up with Sonic Frontiers, Sega is focused on bringing Sonic to the next level. Some pretty big words there. Big in 2022, Sonic Frontiers will leverage PS5 and Xbox Series X for a high fidelity, high speed, and high energy experience. Basic stuff, just some big words at the beginning of the article. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of the article has to say. It's difficult to know what to make of Sonic Frontiers. Sega is promising an expanded adventure, a leap forward for a franchise that has long struggled to find its footing with a third dimension in play. Oh, we're doing this song and dance again. Is it like law that we have to mention this, that Sonic's had a rough transition to 3D? Like every time there's a review or anything, they have to do this? Sonic the Hedgehog had a very rough transition to 3D. Yeah, anyway, let's just move on, alright? It has so far shown little of it, outside of a reveal trailer in the last weeks of 2021, but there is reason to believe that Sonic Frontiers will succeed where Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Unleashed, and Sonic Forces have failed. Hold on a second. Sonic Unleashed has not failed. It is the best Sonic game ever made. Best game ever made. Anyways, we're moving on right now. But the fact that they're saying that Sonic Forces failed, oh, that's, I mean, it did fail because Sonic Forces is trash. Anyway, moving on. For starters, Sonic Team is being built with new gen consoles in mind, leveraging the power of the PS5 and Xbox Series X to support the ambitions to deliver a true open zone experience. And I like the sound of that. I like that they're focusing on the PS5 and Xbox Series X because, I mean, I understand that there's a Switch version coming too. So, I mean, it is kind of a little bit concerning what the Switch version is going to be because necessarily, like, what's the Switch version going to be? Is it going to be a cloud version? Is it going to be like a res down version? We don't know, or heck, it could just be a brand new 2D version of the game made by Dims for all we know. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We're excited to bring the games onto next-gen consoles as both the visual and technical gameplay elements will be elevated on the newest platforms. As games are beginning to release natively onto next-gen, it's exciting to be a part of the wave that will really deliver on the full potential of these consoles. High fidelity, high speed, and high energy games, says Sonic Team's creative officer, Takashi Iizuka. So pretty much that's still like basic stuff. Like pretty much it's pretty good to know that they are focusing on the PS5 and Xbox Series X because I mean these are next gen consoles. I want a next gen Sonic game. Like it's just that Sonic Colors Ultimate, like it didn't even get a PS5 port. So I want to see a Sonic game with the PS5 packaging. Like I want to this Christmas I want to walk into like my local game store and just see a copy of Sonic Frontiers there and be like, yes, I'm going to spend my money on this, alright? That's what I want to say later this year when I see this game. Alright, let's continue. Sonic Frontiers is set across the Starfall Islands, an open-ended playground for high-velocity action. Sonic Team is essentially working from scratch here, reworking all of Sonic's core movements and actions to better fit the expanded playable space. From Iizuka's perspective, there were lessons learned from 2017 Sonic Forces. I'm not sure if I'm going to take your word on that because you kind of said the same thing about the majority of things from Sonic Lost World. You said you learned your lessons with Forces, and you didn't really deliver on that, so I'm going to take that with a grain of salt real quick. But the ambition behind Sonic Frontiers has pushed the team to reconsider everything, and that's good to hear that they are possibly reconsidering everything because, I mean, it's good to know that they heard the feedback of us fans of Sonic Forces was a complete garbage and is worse than Sonic 06 because Sonic 06 actually had almost decent gameplay and decent story. Almost. I said almost, guys, alright? Almost. Hear me out. But that's the thing is that it does sound like that they are actually reconsidering everything and I hope Sonic controls well. Alright, let's continue more with the article. With Sonic Forces, I really wanted to throw a bunch of shade at this game. The team set out to create a compilation of high-speed Sonic action games that flip the usual Sonic storyline on its head, taking place in a world where Dr. Eggman has prevailed. Within this new storyline and world, we created new Sonic environments and characters, like the villain Infinite. Okay, hold on, I'm just going to call you out on this. There was no new Sonic environments in Forces whatsoever. You just reused Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, and then the only thing you could consider new in the slightest was probably Sunset Heights. Barely that, almost. You barely created any new Sonic environments. I'm just gonna call bull on that. And characters like the villain Infinite. Yeah, Infinite's the worst villain you've ever made, guys. All right, because he was his whole motivation was just because Shadow said, "You're weak," because he is weak. Let's move on. We are changing ourselves to deliver an all-new style of Sonic action adventure. We're once again expanding the Sonic universe, bringing in new environments and additional features to create a totally new type of open zone experience. It's kind of interesting that they're calling it open zone. I mean, I get it. It's a Sonic game. It's a pun because Sonic zones, yada yada. You get the idea. Let's continue. One of the biggest questions hanging over Sonic Frontiers is whether it will be set throughout a fully open world or whether the various biomes of Starfall Islands will be self-contained. Sega has been careful with its language so far, referring to the 2022 release as being set in the franchise's first ever open zone inspired experience, or explaining that it will offer open zone freedom. When I ask Iizuka for clarity, he's only willing to confirm that further details will be coming soon. Like I said in like Sonic Origins videos, South by Southwest 2022 possibly, guys, or a new Sonic Central. I'm willing to say one of those, or if not those two, then it's time to panic and hopefully E3 will say something. I don't know. Alright, so let's see what else it has to say. With that, we don't have too much more to share regarding the environment just yet, but stay tuned for more details this year. Again, like I said, South by Southwest 2022 probably. I guess it's not been announced just yet at the time of this recording, but I can probably see it happening. If not that, maybe a Sonic Central. Alright, let's continue. This information will be key for Sonic Frontiers. The landscapes we've glimpsed so far are beautiful, dense forests, sparkling waterfalls, sizzling desert expanses, and I hope we'll be able to race through the areas and others without breaking a sweat or hitting a loading screen. They're calling out Sonic 06 now, huh? With its long-time loading screens? Wow, they're really throwing shade at Sonic games, Like, this is the thing, like, okay, I understand throwing shade at games like Sonic 06 and Forces, but come on, are you serious right now? Like, are you serious? Like, stop throwing shade at games. We get it. Those games are bad. Can we move on? I guess not. I guess it's like mandatory by law that we must reference old Sonic games as flaws. Whatever. I'm particularly keen to see whether the power of new gen tech and a proficiency with last gen consoles can provide Sonic with a playground large enough to properly bring his relentless pursuit of speed to life. I mean, I hope so too. We all hope so. I mean, we want this game to be good, alright? And I'm kind of curious about open world Sonic game because even as a kid, I always wanted just to run around with Sonic. Alright, let's continue. After all, Sonic is at his best when he's able to move really damn fast. And without interruption and pummeling the creations of Dr. Eggman without losing speed, Iizuka tells me that bringing Sonic's signature speed and combat abilities to life into larger areas is among Sonic Team's greatest challenges. We focused on bringing Sonic to the next level and endorsing that he's fully represented as the character that fans know and love while still making his new form exciting. Oh, hey, look at that. There's like a little quote on the top right. I didn't even see that. It's from Iizuka himself. Alright. With Sonic Frontiers, we'll introduce new combat styles to bring Sonic's signature dex, whatever that says, onto the battlefield. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. He's giving a massive tease there. Again, you guys better say something at South by Southwest 2022. Or, I mean, why are you teasing us with this? You're like, what? But yeah, that is actually pretty interesting. There's not been that much combat in recent Sonic games. I mean, just homing attack, that's it. Oh man, what if it's just like the Smash Brothers evolution of Sonic where you literally can just punch, just punch enemies? It's like, that'd be sick. Alright, we'll talk more on that later. Let's continue reading the article. We pay extremely close attention to getting all the little Sonic details right to make sure that Sonic's signature speed and characteristics remain consistent across every game iteration, said Iizuka. With Sonic Frontiers, we'll introduce new combat styles to bring Sonic's signature dexterity onto the battlefield, and the new exploration options obviously play into his iconic speedy nature. Alright, next one. Sonic Frontiers is set to launch later this year. Although Sega isn't quite ready to nail down a firm release window, Sonic Team has been working on this open zone realm. Wait, is it open zone or open zone realm? Whatever, and everything contained within it, with Sonic Forces and Sonic Colors director Morio Kishimoto, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right, at the helm for coming up on 3 years now, alongside producer, Sachiko Kawamura, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your names right, I'm sorry, who served as art director for Sonic Forces and Sonic Generations. Ian Flynn, the writer responsible for a decade-long run on Archie Comics' Sonic the Hedgehog series, has penned an original storyline which will see Sonic in a race against time to defeat his evil nemesis, Dr. Eggman. Okay, 2 things out of this thing. 1, sorry I didn't pronounce the Japanese names right. I'm sorry. Second of all, Ian Flynn is going to save this game. I know it. And third, I think this just confirmed that Eggman is still the main villain. Because, okay, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, leaks from a few months back, they were saying, like, Eggman's not even, it doesn't barely exist. So, this is rather interesting. And it does line up with the leaks saying, like, Eggman's found a new AI system and, like, caused, like, to go wrong or something like that. But a lot of the leaks were saying Eggman was barely there. So, Eggman's still, like, the main threat, which is kind of confirmed here. Alright, let's go ahead and read the last one. Sonic Frontiers is undoubtedly an exciting proposition as much as the video game icon has struggled in the 3D era. The potential has always been there for something great. A fast and agile adventure game that combines lush landscapes, stomach-turning speed, and high-velocity action. We don't have too long to wait now to see whether the Sonic team can deliver exactly that with Sonic Frontiers. And the article ends there. So what do I think of this article? Obviously, this does kind of give quite a bit. And the fact that Iizuka, like, I want to talk about this quote they said, that new combat style, that would be interesting. Like I said, with Smash Brothers, like, what if it was like the iteration of Smash Brothers Sonic, where he can literally, like, go up to him, and he like, gets in, like, a fighting pose, like, you just start punching and kicking them like crazy, like, with crazy combos. That probably won't happen, but hey, anything's possible. We know nothing about this game. We haven't even seen any gameplay besides, like, the scope of the open world, so honestly, that would be really cool if Sonic, you could just start throwing hands with Sonic. That would just be so awesome. But this does sound pretty cool. Like, obviously Iizuka had a lot to say with this, and the fact they were throwing shade at a lot of Sonic games. Like, they was throwing shade at Sonic Forces. I mean, obviously why? Because the game is trash. So the game is awful. It's garbage. It's worse than 06, like I said before. And, I mean, they really threw Unleashed under the bus, like, just talked a bunch of major trash about it, which is wrong, like, massively wrong. But, yeah, this is interesting, though, like, that Iizuka just, like, I mean, Iizuka had a lot to say with this, but it is really cool that they are focusing on PS5 and Xbox Series X, because the Nintendo Switch is very underpowered, so we don't know what the Nintendo Switch version will be like. So it is pretty cool that they mentioned that they are focusing on this, because here's my thing. I know I mentioned, like, I'd like to see, like, a PS5 Sonic game, but here's another thing I'd like to see is that I hope they have fun with this with the PS5 development, is the haptic feedback for it, because if there's one thing that the PS5 is great for, I mean, I own a PS5, if there's one thing that it's great for, it's the haptic feedback on the controller, like in games like Spider-Man, and there's also games like Ghost of Tsushima on the PS5. Like, there's a lot of PS5 games that have, like, great haptic feedback, and I really hope they have fun with that for Sonic Frontiers for the PS5 version. Like, I really look forward to see what they come up with, and this is really good. Like, I mean, this is it's nothing groundbreaking or, like, completely, like, oh, look at this gameplay. Like, no, there's no gameplay, no new screenshots or anything. But this does show that they are really confident in this game, and it shows that there's some care going on. But, I mean, we'll have to wait and see, though, in the game. I'm not telling you go get hyped right now, and as soon as you can, pre-order it. No, I'm not telling you that right now. But I am telling you, you might have something to look forward to. We might have something to look forward to. Now, I mean, we don't know anything. We don't know anything about the gameplay or anything. We just seen, like, some screenshots of the open world, and, like, we've seen a extra long footage of, like, the scope of the world that the website put out. Of, like, after the Game Awards trailer, they put out a longer version of that trailer where you can pretty much see, like, the scope of the open world. It looks beautiful from what we've seen, but I want to see Sonic in action. We all do. We aren't going to be like 1,000% sold. Like, we're all like 50% sold, barely even that. Like, we're not sold until we see some gameplay. So that's something they need to do. They need to show us some gameplay of the game, like, kind of soon. Because, I mean, it's a Sonic game. We're all still gonna buy it, but we need to know what we're getting into. We need to see if we can be excited. So they need to show off some gameplay. Like I said, South by Southwest 2022. Most likely, maybe not. We will know. And if not that, maybe no to Sonic Central. I don't know. But this is interesting, and I am pretty intrigued by this. And I just really think that this could be a really good Sonic game. But we'll wait and see. We have to see what they'll give us and what they'll show us. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say for this now. Let me know in the comments what you think of this information that Iizuka gave out. And also let me know, do you think we'll get a South by Southwest 2022 panel soon? Or will we just wait for another Sonic Central in May or something like that? Hopefully we'll get a South by Southwest panel in 2022 of Sonic. Hopefully, and we'll get some news there on Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Origins. By the way, go check out my Sonic Origins videos. Those are pretty awesome. They're getting some love. So yeah, Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you do not miss any more of my content. I got a lot of videos coming out soon. I got a Sonic Remasters video coming out soon, and I also have a Sonic Frontiers video coming out soon. So if you won't want to miss those, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Have a great day. Love y'all. Peace.